Let go of the traditional vision board. Delete that 5-year plan you wrote when you were feeling hopeful. Throw away those journals where you keep asking the universe for permission to win. They're not helping you. They're making you weaker. You've been told your whole life that success starts with a goal, a clear destination, a perfect future you're supposed to chase. But pause for a second. Look at your life honestly. Has chasing goals made you calmer or more anxious? Has it made you feel in control or constantly behind? Most people don't fail because they aim too low. They fail because they tie their entire identity to a future that doesn't exist yet. And when that future doesn't arrive on time, they collapse. Niccolò Machiavelli understood something most modern self-help ignores. Hope is fragile. Systems are strong. He didn't live by goals. He lived by method. A goal is a wish disguised as a plan. A method is pressure applied over time. If you're tired of chasing, if you're tired of feeling like your life hasn't started yet, then this is for you. But be warned, this isn't self-help. This is self-conquest. The trap of not yet. Most people live in a permanent waiting room. I'll be happy when I get the job. I'll relax when I make the money. I'll feel confident when I fix my body. Their life is always about later. So right now, they feel empty, fragile. One setback, a breakup, a layoff, a bad month, and everything falls apart. Because their self-worth was parked in the future. Machiavelli had a word for the chaos of life: Fortuna. Unpredictable, violent, random. If you build your identity on perfect conditions, Fortuna will destroy you. Because the flood always comes. The mistake isn't wanting more. The mistake is tying your stability to outcomes you can't control. The solution is not better goals. The solution is positioning. Goals make you weak. Positioning makes you dangerous. When you obsess over goals, you develop tunnel vision. You stare at the mountaintop so hard you don't see the cliff under your feet. Think about it. How many times have you set a goal, worked toward it, and then something random happened? Your car broke down. You got sick. The economy crashed. Your situationship imploded and you spent 3 weeks doom scrolling. And then what? You felt like a failure. You spiraled. You gave up. That's because you built your entire identity on reaching a destination. And when the GPS recalculated, you lost your mind. You lose confidence. You feel stupid. You feel like a fraud. Because you didn't just want the goal. You became the goal. Machiavelli offered a different idea. Virtue. Not morality. Not being good. Effectiveness. Skill. Adaptability. Control. He didn't have goals. He had methods. He didn't hope for success. He positioned himself where success was inevitable. Big difference. A goal says, I want to be rich. A method says, I'm going to learn how money actually moves, position myself in that flow, and make myself so valuable that wealth has to come through me. See the vibe shift? One is passive, one is active. One is manifestation TikTok, the other is chess. One is hope, the other is structure. Delete your goals and something strange happens. You stop fantasizing and start seeing. Where am I weak? Where am I leaking energy? Who has leverage over me? Where is power actually concentrated? This is the shift from dreamer to architect. Dreamers stare at the sky. Architects fix the foundation. Let me break down what this actually looks like in practice, because I know you're thinking, okay, but what do I do? Step 1. Move in silence. Stop talking, start positioning. This is crucial. Stop announcing your moves. Every time you post about your new business idea or tell your whole friend group you're really gonna do it this time, you're sabotaging yourself. Your brain gets the satisfaction without doing the work, and you create haters who low-key want you to fail. Machiavelli said you should be like a fox, cunning, quiet, strategic. Build in the dark. Let your results be the announcement. I know this is hard in a world where everyone's posting their CEO mindset and entrepreneur grind, but that's exactly why most of those people aren't actually winning. Machiavelli believed power moves in silence. You do this, not because you're afraid, but because talking wastes energy. Doing builds it. When you operate this way, you walk differently. You listen more. You observe. Step 2. Become anti-fragile. This is where it gets spicy. Most people are fragile. One bad thing happens and they break. A Machiavellian thinker is the opposite. They get stronger from chaos. Lost your job? Cool. Now you have urgency and freedom to pivot into something better. Relationship ended? Now you can focus entirely on your bag. Got rejected? Now you know exactly what to improve. This isn't toxic positivity. It's strategic thinking. When the terrain changes, you don't cry about the map being wrong. You look at the new terrain and figure out your next move. Think of yourself as a fire, not a candle. Wind blows out a candle, but it makes a fire stronger. Which one are you right now? Be honest. Machiavelli understood chaos isn't the enemy. Rigidity is. Step 3. Position, leverage, adapt. Forget about setting goals. Focus on these 3 things. Positioning. Stop asking, what do I want? Start asking, where do I need to be? If you want money, go where money is being exchanged. If you want knowledge, go where smart people congregate. If you want power, go where decisions are being made. Success isn't a trophy you chase. It's a location you move to. Leverage. Stop doing everything yourself like a martyr. Use other people's time, money, and resources. Use technology. Use systems. How can you 10x your results with the same effort? That's the question. Work smarter literally means using leverage. Adaptability. Read the room every single day. Is your energy low? Do strategic planning. Energy high? Execute. Market shifted? Pivot. Someone blocked you? Go around them. Be water, for real. The dark part, but necessary. Here's where I might lose some of you, but it needs to be said. You need to be your own tyrant. Not in a toxic way, but in a disciplined way. Right now, the lazy part of your brain is staging a rebellion. It wants to sleep in, scroll TikTok, eat trash, skip the gym, watch Netflix instead of working on your side hustle. If you try to self-love your way out of that, you'll stay soft. Sometimes you need to fear your own standards more than you love your comfort. Machiavelli asked, is it better to be loved or feared? His answer, feared is safer. Apply that internally. Your cravings, your excuses, your impulses, they don't respect kindness. They respect strength. When you can control yourself, you become dangerous. Not to other people, but to mediocrity. You walk into any room knowing I can control my own mind, so I can control this situation. That's actual power. What this looks like. Let me paint a picture. You wake up tomorrow. No more vision board. No more 5-year plan. No more manifestation playlist. Instead, you ask yourself, what's one position I can move to today that makes success more inevitable? Maybe that's sending a cold DM to someone in your industry. Maybe it's learning a high-income skill for 30 minutes. Maybe it's going to an event where opportunity is. You don't announce it. You just do it. Something goes wrong? Cool. You don't collapse. You analyze, adapt, and move. You're not attached to the outcome. You're attached to the process of becoming more powerful. 6 months later, people start asking, yo, what changed? But you can't even explain it, because you weren't chasing a goal. You were positioning. You were leveraging. You were adapting. And now you're just different. That's the Machiavellian method. It's not flashy. It's not Instagram friendly. But it works. The real tea. Look, I get it. This is darker than what you're used to hearing. It's not trust the process bestie energy. It's more become the storm energy. But if you're tired of setting goals and failing, if you're exhausted from manifesting and getting nothing, if you're done being a victim to circumstances, this is your way out. You're not going to transform overnight. Your brain will try to slide back into goal setting because it's comfortable. You'll want to tell people your plans. You'll want to give up when things get hard. But if you can master this, if you can become the person who doesn't wish but maneuvers, who doesn't hope but strategizes, who doesn't dream but conquers, you'll be unstoppable. Not because you're talented, not because you're lucky, but because you understand something most people never will. The game isn't about reaching the destination. It's about becoming the type of person who can't be stopped from reaching any destination. So delete the vision board. Burn the 5U plan. Stop telling people what you're gonna do. And start becoming inevitable.